He speaks geek.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Ryan Speaks Geek. Ooh. I'm not working on a theme song. I'm working on a theme song. What are we looking at today, you might ask? Is it Star Wars again? Yes, it's Star Wars again. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. I'm currently sorting through a lot of my Star Wars things. That's why Star Wars seems to be the predominant thing on the channel. And also, it is my main interest, if I'm being completely honest, is Star Wars, Transformers. But I don't have as many of those anymore. So, and there are some going out the door. Like I said, Scorponok coming. It's like the big review I'm doing. It is big because it's a massive Transformer, and also it's going to leave a big hole in my life. I'm joking, it's not. It's really cool. Too big to go. What we're looking at today, you might ask, is 2008, the Clone Wars, the Magna Fighter. Or as I kept saying, the Magnaguard fighter, because it's the Magnaguards from episode 3 that actually seem to fly this vehicle. So, let's have a quick look. Here it is. Unusual little nip of this one. Shockingly, I quite like this one. I'm holding it to you like this, like, you know, because let's be honest, even as a 31-year-old, if you get something like a steering wheel, you're still going to make those noises. It happens. Again, I am married. I promise. This is real. It's real. It's not CGI. It happened. I have evidence. Anyway, this is the Magna Fighter. Really cool ship. Really unusual. Very different from a lot of other things in Star Wars, I think. It's originally released in 2008 as part of the Clone Wars line. I don't actually have a Magna Fighter pilot. A Magnaguard, which is the droid that protects General Grievous, which you see in episode 3, which Obi-Wan basically destroys. I don't have one of those figures to hand. I don't even think I actually have one. Again, this is one of those things, I bought it at a boot sale for a really reasonable price with the pretense that I was going to start collecting everything, but I just don't have space to collect everything. So where my focus is changing, unfortunately, some of these vehicles do have to go. I am a little bit sad to see this one go because it's unusual, but it just doesn't fit into what I collect anymore. So it would be keeping it for the sake of keeping it and not enjoying it, and that's just kind of wrong. So it's got really interesting tribal type markings on it. It kind of reminds me of the Game Boy Advance SP they did, the tribal edition. That's actually the first thing that came to my head when I saw this. It's unusual in the sense that, as well, it's got special compartments for the figure's weapon, despite the fact I don't believe it came with a figure. These little compartments up here, and it's got room for 2, one on each side, are actually little weapon storages. So the Magna Guards have these kind of lightsaber-proof staffs that can, you know, withstand lightsaber battles, and that's why they're good for General Grievous's bodyguards. They can actually fit in here. Again, I don't have one to test it, but it's got really nice clips. That's a really lovely idea, the fact you can fit 2, which is unusual because you can only fit 1 figure in here. Just a double check that, yeah, you can only fit 1 figure in here. What other features does it have, may you ask? You might be asking, I don't know. Again, there's a camera, it's one-sided. It does have landing gear because, you know, nothing says childlike wonder and playability like retractable landing gear, because it's got to be accurate, right? So here we go. There's one retractable foot at the back here, and then there's one each on here. Very easy, so they just pop in like that. This one sort of goes in and down and back like that. These bits come off. I don't think they're meant to. I think it's more a case, like as a feature, I think it's more a case of when it was in the box and putting it together, some assembly required. These are the sort of engines, I believe, anyway, because they've got these kind of really nice yellow exhaust vents on. Has anyone really ever gone like, oh, there's some really nice exhaust vents on that? That's the bit everyone goes. It's like going to a wedding and going, but the chairs were nice. It has like this kind of really cool spiky ridge type thing. Again, sort of fits in with the tribal element of it, I quite like. What else does it do? Oh, it fires missiles. I'm never going to find that again before I sell it. That was such a bad idea. I immediately regret that decision. But anyway, let's have a quick look at some pictures. So, here we go. Here we are, look at that, animated from the show, beautiful. Look at this, brand new, not a scratch on it, not like mine. I found the missile, it happened, yay, random coincidence. No, I didn't just take the other one, the other one's still there, all right. So anyway, they load back in quite quickly. So there were some pictures. You saw there that had the display backdrop. Now that's something I really liked. I don't know if you've seen some of my other videos, but I really enjoyed the Power of the Force 2 Expanded Universe figure line, where the box is actually folded out and made little dioramas. I think such a wonderful idea. Anything that can help you, especially when you're a child, expand, you know, the playability of what you've just purchased. or been bought. And also, as you're an adult collector, it's great for a display point of view. You've got a brand new backdrop. You can add the figures in there, the relevant things. And I think it's just such a nice feature. For something that adds so, requires so little, I think it adds a lot. Which obviously environmentally, obviously it's more paper and card, but as long as they do it sustainably, I think it's a wonderful idea. And honestly, I think it would be better. I'd rather have something like that included than all these ridiculous gimmick accessories they do that even the kids don't want to play with, because they're nothing like what's in Star Wars. So you get like a figure this big, but suddenly has a rocket launcher like the size of half of this, going, like Darth Vader with super rocket jetpack. But even the kids know Darth Vader didn't have a rocket jetpack. Hasbro, don't make that. If you're watching this, don't make it. Don't do it. And if you do it, I want 10% of the sales. So here's my thoughts on it. The canopy's nice with the details. It comes off really easily. That was on purpose. It does actually come off really easily. Again, I assume that was probably loose when it was done. But it has some nice little control details there. The red. Probably could have done with some stickers. Again, I don't know if it did originally, but it's got the detailing and the sculpting, but it doesn't have like what Kenner used to do with the old proper computer panel stickers, which I really do miss. Overall, it's a lovely vehicle. It's not very big, but it's really, really lovely. It's just not for me anymore. So here we go. This is the Magna Fighter from the 2008 Clone Wars series, and whoever this is going off to, I hope you love it and you get some great use out of it. That's it for this episode, really. Not a massively long one, but I'm going to start doing a few of these. I've got a couple coming up next, which are going to be quick figs. I'm going to call the little review section. So join me next time for some quick figs, and we'll talk about some nerd stuff. Yay! Because that's what Ryan does. He speaks geek.